All right. So I just got back from the Draft House Theater in Raleigh, North Carolina, to go to the early screening of Bill and Ted Face the Music. And wow, I was really anticipating this movie since its announcement, and I gotta say, I was not at all let down. The movie is amazing. If you are a big Bill and Ted fan like I am, I grew up with the movies when I was a kid. Um, if you're a big Bill and Ted fan, you're just gonna absolutely love this movie. This movie is just fucking hilarious. I absolutely have fun with it. Um, I'm just gonna go over all the aspects of the movie. First, starting off with the plot. The plot is basically a Bill and Ted plot. Someone comes from the future, tells both of them that one of their songs is going to save lives and bring harmony to the universe, and they have to figure out what song that is. Basically, go through you know, back and forth to find out what song they created. To find out what song they created to save the world and bring harmony to the universe. It's basically a Bill and Ted plot. If it is nothing more complicated, it's not complicated at all. But the plot was fine. I actually did enjoy the story. It basically is to me. It's basically a sequel like to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So yeah, I enjoyed the plot. The story kept me intrigued. I didn't get bored with the plot at all in the movie, so I had fun. The acting, man, Alex Winters and Keanu Reeves, man, they feel like they never missed a beat with these characters. I was kind of worried going into this movie, like, are they going to lose touch with what made the characters great and all that? And I was very scared about how they were going to do this movie, and man, I gotta say, I was blown away by how well they just got back into the role of their characters. It was uncanny. They acted just like they did when they were, back in the 80s and 90s with the first two movies. They acted just like what they needed to. It was amazing. Just I just had the biggest blast seeing these two actors come back into the role as Bill and Ted. And in the movie, they have daughters, played by I want to make sure I got the list name right here: Samara Weaving and Bridget Lundy Payne. I think that's their names. Who both play Bill and Ted's daughter, and Samara Weaving. Holy shit, she did an amazing job playing Bill's daughter. But the standout one to me is Bridget. Man, you could not ask for a more uncanny Ted daughter. She had the mannerisms and the speaking patterns down to a T. I was legit watching and I just thought that was I didn't see the actress, I saw Ted's daughter. It was that awesome. You can see some of her performance in the trailers. She must have studied the movies because to me she did a better job than Samara Weaving in my opinion in terms of acting like the character's daughter. While Samara Weaving did do a good enough job as Ted's daughter, man, oh my god, she stole the show as Ted's daughter. She did an amazing job. You have some appearances in the movie. Kid Cudi was in the movie. Don't really. He was fine. He played himself. A lot of the original actors from the first two movies they come back for their returning roles. So I would recommend you watch maybe the first two Bill and Ted movies and then watch this movie so you can remember all the characters. That's what I did, and it was so cool seeing all the original actors who played those roles come back to this movie. It was like a big reunion, in my opinion. So the acting was phenomenal. They did an amazing job with getting actors in the movie. Even the new actors did a great job. No one felt like they were half-assing their performances. It was all great. It was all wonderful. Um, then we get to effects. This is not a big budget film. There's not going to be like Marvel levels of CGI or like, you know, anything like that. The effects are good. For the budget that they have, they use a very limited effect. Well, they didn't use limited. They use quite a bit, especially in the phone booth scenes. The effects to me fit with the tone of the movie. It's it's good. It's not anything that's gonna blow your mind. They are good enough CGI effects. This is a low budget film. And honestly, for the budget that they had, the effects look really good. So, effects to me are they're good. I didn't really want anything out like mind blowing. It fits the theme and tone of the movie well. So it's basically kind of like Ash versus Evil Dead, where the effects fit the tone of the show. The effects for this movie fit the tone of the movie. In terms of writing, again, the writing feels very much like a Bill and Ted movie. A lot of dumb humor. This feels like a movie that's meant for stoners at points, and no, it had me laughing from beginning to end. The comedy in the movie really does a phenomenal job of it has great comedic timing, and the actors of Alex Winters and Keanu Reeves just did a phenomenal job delivering their lines. The dialogue itself was written very well, especially because this is from the writers of the original of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, which to me is probably the funniest. It may not have been better than Excellent Adventure, but to me it was the funniest out the two movies, and so far this one is by far the funniest. And this is easily probably my second favorite Bill and Ted movie. I think it comes close to reaching greatness of Excellent Adventure, and it honestly to me I think it's tied up there. I think it's tied with Excellent Adventure for how good it was. Um, but the writing was great. Definitely feels like a Bill and Ted type writing movie. It's very much a stoner comedy with a lot of dumb jokes, and there are some pretty smart jokes in the movie too, and some background jokes that you'll notice in the movie, which is awesome. I love when directors put things in the background that if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss the joke. That's why I love the Cornetto trilogy. There's a lot of good background jokes, and this had a decent amount of background jokes in it. And last but not least, I want to get into cinematography and directing. This is very clean in terms of the cinematography. The camera work is pretty fucking good. Um, I had no problems with the camera work of the movie. The directing, this feels very much like it's from the director of Galaxy Quest. It feels just like that. So I mean, Galaxy Quest is one of my favorite comedies of all time. One of them. So it was really well done. So in total, Bill and Ted Face the Music is a phenomenal film. Definitely worth the anticipation on my part. I definitely wasn't let down, and this is easily probably the best one of the best movies of the year so far. It completely blew me away. And my worries of it not living up to the original movies have been completely shattered. It is very much like the original films. So I'm giving Bill and Ted Face the Music a 5 out of 5 with my seal of approval. I would definitely say go out and support this movie. If it's doing an early screening in the theater near you, please go watch it. And get it on Vudu. It's going on Video Demand Friday. It's going to be in certain theaters Friday. Definitely go out and support this movie. This was a great film. I had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll talk to you guys next time.